Welcome back into North Dakota. Today we are cooking with Cashway. Randall, what do we have for us in store today?
We are going to make sopa azteca,
Okay.
also known as tortilla soup.
Tortilla soup.
Yeah.
Lovely. Love that.
And there's a kind of neat little technique that we're going to do that makes it a little bit more like, gee, when I go to the Mexican restaurants, it has this very distinctive flavor. And we're going to kind of show a little hack on how to get there.
Gotcha.
Okay? So what I want you to do first is hold this chili over the flame. Now, we don't want to turn it on fire.
Hands. Right.
So hold it by the stem.
By the stem.
Yep.
Okay.
And then just kind of get it nice and soft.
Okay.
All right. And you'll see it. It'll kind of make a little crackly sounds and things like that. Yeah. And then maybe turn it around a little bit now and try to get to where the stem is.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, I see what you meant.
Yeah,
Sorry, that's on me.
All right.
It smells very
Yeah,
good.
and look, it's really easy to ignite. All right,
Right.
so I think we're good.
Okay.
All right, now let's see, it's a little hot.
Yep, and it's starting to bend in my tongs.
So what we're going to do is we can just easily pull that right out. So see how pliable it is?
Yeah.
And then we just kind of pull that out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, little seeds.
And then here's our little purse of seeds.
purse of seeds.
Yeah.
That is neat.
And then what we would be doing at the same time now is we'd be sauteing some onions and some garlic in a little olive oil.
Okay.
Or oil. It doesn't really matter if it's olive or not.
Just oil.
Oh, yeah, I mean, just some kind of oil.
Get oil involved.
And then what we would do is we would have some tomatoes.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't really matter if they're crushed or diced or whole. It really doesn't matter.
Okay.
But what we would do is while it's still pliable, we're going to kind of break it up into little pieces. And then we're going to add that into the blender along with the onions and the garlic and the tomato products. So,
okay.
So it goes, okay? And what you get then is something that looks a lot like this.
Oh, wow. It's already
Okay.
blended. Magic.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the second part of the importante part. Okay?
Okay.
Secondo importante.
See.
Okay? So the first thing we want to do is get this nice and warm.
Okay.
And then when we add this in, it's going to be very sassy.
You said violent.
Well, okay,
earlier.
I mean, I guess maybe violence could not.
Sassy's more fun.
Well, I know that your eyes were like, whoa.
Yeah, because you said it's going to get violent in the pot.
Like, I know that Randall doesn't joke around either. So, but yeah, it's going to get pretty warm. And what we really want to accomplish here is that we want to kind of get a little, you know how sometimes you're cooking something and it sticks on the bottom?
All the time.
Now, there's a fine balance between sticking and burning.
Right.
Okay. And we want to hover over that fine balance.
I usually find the burning part pretty easily.
So part of that is aggressively stirring. Okay. And then the second part is that adjusting your heat.
Gotcha.
Because it can't just be full blast all the time.
That's my problem.
So as we go in now, see, I wasn't kidding.
Yeah, I took a big old step back. I don't know if you noticed.
Remember, it's just food.
Right? It's just food. It's fine. What's the worst that could happen?
So let's go ahead and stir that up.
Okay.
Now what we want to do is we want to take that to, so that's kind of like tomato sauce consistency right now. We want to take this to tomato paste consistency.
Gotcha.
Okay. That takes about 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So, we can continue to go here. But, one of the things is that, these dried chilies, so that's an ancho, but there's also pasilla.
Oh, okay.
There's which is a dried guayo, I believe.
Gotcha.
Or guayo is a dried poblano.
Okay.
And then there's a pasilla, there's an ancho, there's a negro. So there's a bunch of different dried chilies, and they all have their own characteristics.
Right. So you kind of have to know what you're going for.
I think that if you want to experiment, I mean, this is an easy enough soup that every time you're at the supermercado. I mean, look, I got this at Cashway's.
Oh, okay.
They have all kinds of chilies.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so the possibilities are truly endless.
You can experiment with all that. So see how that's kind of thickening up and all that? So you're gonna continue to get that, and you really want that truly what's the word? That tomato paste, and you want to develop color on the bottom.
Right.
All right. So do you see any color developing?
It's starting to get there a little bit on the edges there.
So
that's because I stopped stirring.
Because of TV and all that.
Yeah.
We're gonna cheat here.
We'll work on this.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little oregano.
Okay.
So add a little oregano. By doing this now, that brings out the fat in that spice, and that's going to flavor our broth, our soup.
It kind of looks like pasta sauce.
And then I'm going to, at this point, but if you're really to do this at home, you want to get that much darker. Okay. So then we're going to introduce our broth.
Oh, I got a lot more calm.
Yep. And then you'd bring that to a boil.
Okay.
Now at this point, you'd really want to work up that bottom. Okay. So if you have a steel pan like this, it's okay to go in there and use a spoon that's steel.
Really good.
But if you have a non-stick pan, then get a stiff spatula so that you can work that up.
Gotcha.
But don't put your spoon in there because you'll probably work that nonstick product up.
Gotcha, makes sense.
Okay.
All right, should we let this work over the break?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we'll let this work over the break, and then we'll come back and put it all together.
We'll be right back to finish our tortilla soup. We're cooking with Cashway on North Dakota Soup Azteca on North Dakota Today.